Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995. Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show.
Morning to you too.
Morning. A lot of good stuff happening today. Excited.
You were excited last night. You were wired. Even Sarah said, "What did you do to him? What did you give him? He had too much something." You were doing your dance. You were doing your whole thing. Sarah was excited.
Sarah Spirituals agreed to do some outside venues with us.
I'm excited about that.
Excited about that too. I've worked with her almost 6 years. It just goes
more
to pay.
than that. You've worked with Sarah as long as me. Because I remember working with her at iHeart when she came in and she sang that first song.
I remember.
Got to be 7.
And you had just started with me? Yeah, then it was 7 years. Wow. 7 years. But we have a lot of good stuff going on today at the cafe. We have
Intern Producer Appreciation Day.
The Producers Appreciation Day for all the work that they've done, for the outstanding work that they did on Friday, and some exciting news that I'm told I have to keep it on the wraps, but really exciting news is coming.
Did you sleep last night?
I did not.
Have you slept yet? You didn't sleep.
Have
you slept at all this week?
I have. On the weekend, Saturday, I passed out. But this is, I've been doing this close to 20 years, and
this is pretty exciting.
This one may just be the biggest thing we've ever done, and I've covered the presidential nominations and stuff like that as well. I've done Obama, I've done the Clintons, I've done all that. But this one's a little different. This one strikes home.
Moving on up, Wheezy.
We shall see.
They probably don't even know what show that's from. See? That's how old we are.
I was going to say Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2.
See? They don't even know the old, what year do you think that show came out?
A little further back.
If you know what show is, they had Wheezy and George, and it said, moving on up in the song lyrics.
Hold on, he says there's a penguin. On what?
From Toy Story 2, there's a penguin called Wheezy. That was his name.
Well, do you know where that comes from? They called it Wheezy for a reason.
No, they called him Wheezy because he couldn't speak. He was wheezing every time.
Speaker was broken. Yes.
But the Jeffersons, you remember the show The Jeffersons?
Well, did you just
Moving on up.
You just gave away the answer.
That was the name of the show.
I just asked you to call in, and you gave away the answer.
No, don't call in. That's too easy. I got harder questions.
Do you?
Yeah. But the Jeffersons, remember he used to walk like this?
George Jefferson.
And he had the laundry mats, and he became the laundry king.
They were a spin-off from All in the Family, weren't they?
He opened the door because he didn't think it was fair not to have blacks on television. And so
Norman
Lear. So he did a show that was pure racist to prove a point. He did a show that was pure racism. White racism to prove a point that white racism had nothing to.
Just how bad it was.
So Sammy Davis Jr. and him were buds. They were really, really good friends.
You guys know who Sammy Davis Jr. is?
Oh God, please tell me you do. Yeah.
Josh
Sammy
knows.
Davis Jr.
They're all shaking their head no. We need a pop culture class.
I love you, baby. He had the glass eye. He was a black entertainer. He was one of the best.
Is the hairstyle that he had, is that conch hair?
That was a fro, mini fro.
No. It wasn't a fro. It was like a flat
top.
No,
Eraserhead. You remember Eraserhead? Eraserhead is the one that came out with the flat top pencil head. Eraserhead, they used to call it.
The movie Eraserhead?
See if you can find a picture of Sammy Davis Jr.
But Sammy Davis, they did this skit where he had to give him blood transfusion. And what's his name?
Archie.
Archie Bunker had a blood transfusion, and he woke up to realize that the black man gave him the transfusion. It was hilarious, but it also served its purpose.
You're talking about the early 70s when segregation was still
at a height.
Still what it was, and racism was openly talked about, and it was just bad.
It's just really, really bad. And then the Jeffersons came along, and there were different shows where the black culture was.
I have a picture already done.
Put it up. And this would be, that's the man right there. And it's funny because he sang different from everybody else. And we have an entertainer that copies him. And he sounds like him.
Why don't we talk to JoJo about him?
I've been trying to talk to JoJo for 3 days.
JoJo was coming here.
JoJo is all over JoJo's buying another restaurant. Cheers on the ocean.
Instead of Cheers on the beach?
Yeah. Cheers on the ocean, closer to the water.
Just look the other direction.
Unbelievable. But it's the reason I got to see Chico and the Man. He was the first Latino on television.
Freddie Prinze?
Freddie Prinze, who ended up committing suicide. What about the death today of...
Sinead O'Connor.
Did you know about her whole thing with the church and anti... Yeah. You guys, you know that, but you don't know Sammy Davis Jr.?
Sammy Davis Jr.
1991. Oh, you do?
Right. Sinead O'Connor, when she went on SNL, ripped up the picture of the Pope.
Yeah, and then she got blacklisted.
Off everything.
She got booed off the stage at her next concert. They booed her off the stage.
Picture of a Pope? Yeah.
Because of the... Because
she was anti-establishment, anti-government.
Yeah, but there was also that thing where there were little boys getting molested by priests back in the 70s and 80s. That was a big thing. Well, but then back then it was exposed. And the reason I know that because Freddie went to a school that my sister used to run by the church. And that priest, that padre in New York City was a somebody. And they accused him. And I used to take Freddie through all these picket lines. They didn't want any of the kids going into the school. It was really ugly. But, I said proven until,
innocent
until proven guilty. It's the way we do our country. Yes, just get out of my way. So the police department, the 3-4, no, it was a 4-2, actually came and escorted me and Freddie. He doesn't remember this, but he escorted me and Freddie through the lines. It was unbelievable. That's how I got to know the cops. Strange story.
So what's happened about with Sinead O'Connor?
So she took and she held out the Pope and she tore it up and she says, fight the real enemy. And she got booed off the next concert that she did. I think it was in Madison Square Garden. They booed her off the stage. She was crying and they booed her off. But she's always been
controversial.
And she's 56 years old. Did she pass? Condolences to her family.
She took her life is, I guess, what the
Everybody's saying.
Is?
But her son died of... suicide, right?
Yep.
And it's just sad, very sad.
Morning.
Oh, look who's in the house, Muscles. Bring a greeter. Mr. I Have Muscles. Mr. Flexologist is in the house. All right, so let's get down to some home business because we got to clear up some stuff before we go on to what we need to talk about.
What are we clearing up? Food choices for the party?
Somebody's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy 21. Absolutely.
And she was just telling me what happened.
I got to say, I'm impressed you actually went through with the 21 ritual.
Oh, yeah. I had to. Because I got back and yesterday I was like, I am not drinking like that for a while again. But then I was like, I was 21. I had to do it.
You're 21 once.
Yeah.
So how did the evening start?
It started fine. The morning was kind of meh.
What was your pregame?
Tito's and Dr. Pepper. I drank 2 of those.
That's a lot of sweet.
Yeah.
That goes into the bloodstream, zip, very fast. Did it hit you
How did
fast?
it taste
Not
though? I haven't
really.
had Dr. Pepper in a long time. It was probably pretty good.
It was actually really good because I had nothing else in my fridge to mix with. I'm like, all right, like I'll try this.
Well,
I'm
so that
like,
was pregame.
yeah,
How many of those pre-gamers did you have?
only 2. But I put them in
Well,
like,
she was pitching slow
Only 2.
pitches
I would have
in
been
the
done by
bullpen.
then.
She was warming up in the bullpen.
yeah.
And then what happened?
So we went out to dinner, and then I had 3 more drinks there. And according to my sister, I got mad because a Marriott sign was staring at me. So I was,
So you were
I was
freaking.
staring back at
You
it.
were freaking.
No, I was literally just staring at it like, I go. "What
Did
is
you
this
stay with the
staring?"
vodka or did you switch?
I think I ended up going to rum after.
Never switch.
Did you have tequila?
I think so. Yeah, I had a tequila shot at O'Brien's and then lemon drop
What a-
shots.
What a mixture.
And then a pitcher. It's called
A
it's called
pitcher?
a Blue Mother Trucker. I'm gonna censor it. At O'Brien's, and I think it's rum and a few other things.
Blue cacao
similar
mix and all
stuff.
that.
So you
Yeah.
had 2, 3, a shot, and a pitcher.
Yeah.
And
And
shot.
tequila.
Yeah.
And so other shots too.
Yeah, I
Lemon
think that's
drops
what
and-
did it. That's what
pitcher?
The shots or the pitcher?
the tequila shot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
got
tell
me.
you, all you need to do is drink tequila.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing
Oh,
else.
who drove?
did that
Joey
today.
did.
Oh, Joey's
No,
around.
we have to
seen,
work.
we haven't seen Joey since Friday.
Yeah,
Where-
he's
where
like a
had-
man
where is
lost.
he?
What country is he in?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to him?
I'm doing my own thing.
Is he
So
okay?
Joey, yeah.
Okay.
I think he's. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
Anything before Tuesday, I can't.
He's in South Africa.
So, Josh, Dawn was telling us that we have to limit your alcoholic consumption because apparently you fall asleep.
Only in studio.
once.
Just once.
No, he sort of phased out.
Then a second time, I think you had to take a rest. And then you had to leave
Oh.
early. We've had a few.
Yeah.
We've had a few, but we can put you out.
Okay.
One tequila, you're done.
And then you got sick for the night.
Yeah, that I don't remember.
Well, that's good. You don't remember being sick?
No.
That's great.
I know that I did, but I don't remember.
Now I got some bad news.
Did
for
someone
you.
stay with you?
Oh yeah.
I got some bad news for you. You were hanging out with a group of friends, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Some people posted pictures of you.
No.
Yeah.
No, because I would have had them like, who put that?
Oh no
up?
no! When you see the pictures that I copied,
No, right.
when you see the pictures, your eyes are closed. I don't know if you were sleeping it off somewhere, but they took like a lot of pictures.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Wait.
You know, it's funny. It's really funny.
He's the worst.
I know so many people
You
in
are
this.
the worst.
I know so many people in this town. They send me stuff. They do.
Do you remember that New Year's Eve? When Slick said, I'm not going out,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
in the middle of COVID, and the bar opened up. It was New Year's Eve. He
And
goes,
I
I'm
just
not
told him.
going. And Freddie's like, there's COVID. It's bad. Don't go. We had a big gig or something the next day. I'm not going. 12:01, Freddie gets a picture. And
I
who's
get
in
a
it?
film.
Who's in it but Slick
Slick.
dancing at the club? And he
with
goes,
400 COVID
he's like,
people.
I wasn't there. And Freddie goes, I got the film. It wasn't me.
And I
but
showed
here
him.
it is, right?
And he's like,
How'd you get
where'd
that?
you get that? I said, I know the owner of the place, and he knows you and me.
There's this movie called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and this dad is just like, Roderick, was this you? He's like, that's not me. It was just like, this isn't you, and there's a picture of him, and he's just like, that's not me.
remember that.
It's like, it's not me.
But they send me stuff, and I go,
He's laughing.
you know me better than that. There ain't nobody in this town that I don't know of or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how
So
you get the stuff you get.
I mean, I got video of you people hanging out here, doing your thing. Mr. Singer back there. And where's the trippy artist known as Prinsa?
I thought I got away with it.
Guess
No,
not.
you didn't get
No,
away
I haven't
with it.
seen it.
Now I'm gonna wait. No, I got it in the secret file. I'm gonna wait until the right moment. Same thing with her, the right moment.
How do you feel now?
Like 70% back. Yesterday I was bedridden, like all day.
You need a tall boy,
I know.
cold, and you have to shotgun it. You know how to do that?
I do know how. I haven't.
I'll
done
show
it,
you.
though.
Oh, yeah, that you do that
She's
with a
from the
tequila, you're
South.
done.
Yeah.
She's from the South. They,
What's that mean?
you know, they know how to drink more in the South.
Yeah.
Florida's really not the
They know
South.
how to drink more? You don't drink.
I'm not from the South. She's from the South. She's from Virginia.
So you're a heavy go-getter with the drinking, no problem?
I can put it down to like
See?
at some point, but at one point there's like a fine line between being like fun drunk and like, oh, I shouldn't have just taken.
I don't know,
that
5
shot.
drinks a shot in a pitcher. At some point, where's that fine line?
It was
I
that
don't know.
last shot. It was that tequila shot because some like man that worked there. I guess he caught wind that it was my 21st, and he comes like, goes, "Hey, do you guys want tequila shots?" Like, it's my 21st. I want a shot. But he put it in a cup, and it was like felt like that
Oh
much.
my God.
And granted, I took it like a champ. But after that, I was like, yeah, just give me some water.
Where would you want the fiber to terminate? Maybe like at an existing modem location or something?
The motor is on the other side of this door, so if you walk that way, make a right, it's behind the curtain.
Josh, you want to show him?
Somebody show him the modem over there. In the
Always a
corner.
lot going on in
He's
the
gonna show
studio
you.
is all I can tell you.
Well, you know, it's funny because
We canceled it
this
4 times
gentleman,
and
we
he still
canceled this
came.
4th time, he still shows up, so that's God telling me, don't be canceling nothing.
Yep,
So we're going to need that.
I know.
And
When the message comes, you just got to go with the
yeah,
message.
listen. But anyway, congratulations.
Yeah.
Whose next birthday is it? Who has the birthday next?
I'm in October.
Yeah, I think you're next.
You're August.
Okay, so you're next. Anybody else
How
in
old do you want
August?
to be?
Maybe 22.
Josh is in August.
Oh, so you and Josh. Okay, so that's going to be the next. When
Sorry,
is your
when are
birthday?
you?
September.
22nd, it already passed.
Grace?
February.
We knew you when you had your birthday, and you didn't say nothing.
July
have to
22nd,
do-
that was this week.
Oh my God! So we
Yeah,
have
you
to
might have
start.
been here.
What is
Here,
wrong
might
with
have
you
been here.
people?
Last
And I
week?
came in, you're like, my birthday's Tuesday.
I didn't really do anything for my birthday.
Well, then we got to do something.
That's
All
what we gotta
right,
do.
who's ever getting the cake today? We need a bigger cake.
We got to do the bandolero dance. You got to do the whole dance thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. Let them know that we're still a go. Is that what we
As
do?
well, and then you put like a little candle. Be like, happy birthday, blow a candle. Shoot.
Here,
July
you want to give him my
22nd,
card?
Today's only the 27th.
I appreciate you
It was
coming
Sunday?
out because maybe this we were supposed to have.
I didn't
this.
really do anything, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me.
So we got to do something. How old are you?
You're the man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Ramin, you should have
she
came
turned
out
21
with me. We would have done it right.
You turned 21 on Saturday.
So I guess you need a part 2.
I mean, I'm going to what's it called? America's Backyard this weekend. I may make. I
You're
might
gonna be at
make,
my house?
Huh? I might make myself Dee Dee, but you should come with us.
You're going to be
Okay,
Dee Dee. You're still
sure, why
recovering
not?
from yesterday.
Tell mom to look the other way. Since it's
Mom,
your
just-
birthday.
Close your eyes.
Let's close your eyes.
Exactly.
So
Wow.
did you go out? Did you celebrate?
No, I don't really celebrate my birthday, so I figure I'd just do it another day.
All right, we got to celebrate it then.
Wait, we
And
got-
you? And a special guest birthday today.
So next month is Shorty
Josh.
and Mr. Smiley over here. You're gonna be how old?
24.
That's nothing. I got shoes older than you.
almost an adult.
He's almost an adult.
No, you know like people like do like a young adult's like 18, like 24, and then
It's-
like an adult's like 25 to like 30, and then like you're
It's
like
nice
older.
to see you're an adult.
Like-
Congratulations to the human
It's like
race.
22. young adult ends at like 24.
How old are you?
I'm a 19.
She's only
I'm a
19.
young
I'm
adult.
hoping to know you when you're 24. I'm gonna give you the same
Chelsea, you should go
speech.
into event planning,
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe.
right? Totally.
Well, you know something, we're gonna have a conversation today. So she's saying that because we think you should get into event planning. So we'll explain that in a little bit. When is your birthday?
February 11th.
She's an Aquarius.
Are
That's why
you?
she is the way she is.
Oh my God, it's my brother's birthday.
Is it really? That's wild.
Mm. Here we
You
go
have
again.
no idea.
Here
right?
we
You
go.
don't know what my 24 hours has been looking like. And when is yours there, Mashi?
September 14th.
Uh-huh.
September 14th?
Yeah,
3 days after 11.
yeah.
He's trying to remember it.
That way I never forget it. I'll never forget that.
You
All right.
forget it, huh?
Never forget.
Never forget. So everywhere you go in the world, I will always send you a birthday
What year
card.
were you born?
1999.
Wow.
Oh, so you-
Remember that song?
Before it.
1999.
You were the year of September 11th?
I was, yeah. It was like a few days after my birthday.
Wow.
I remember going to school that morning.
September 11th?
Yeah, everything just stopped. Like, yeah, forget the
Wait,
lesson.
It was like straight out of the hospital.
We just watched movies all
There was nothing you could do, right? The world just stopped.
I was in Manhattan when it happened.
You really got to write a book of your life.
None of that. Not that thing. That day That day, I lost a lot of friends. I lost hundreds of friends that day. Companies, friends, firemen.
I went past it.
Oh. I had an uncle that we didn't know where he was. We were doing his funeral arrangements, and a week later, he showed up in New Jersey, mashed up. Tough day. But anyway, we don't go there today. We're going to go towards celebrating birthdays. Always celebrate your birthday. Let me tell you, there's a gentleman, I think we talked about this last week. If you think about it, you only get, on an average, you live 75 years. You get 75 birthdays. Is that a lot? 75
good amount.
75 Christmases, 75 Easters, whatever you're religious, 75 of them is all you get. So you're up to 21. Celebrate every single birthday. Because when time goes, you don't get it back.
That's a good point.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy it with your friends, with your family, with your dog. This guy loves his dog. You got a cat?
Your dog.
Enjoy your cat. Enjoy the things around you that bring you to life, and enjoy it. The moments, it's the journey. It isn't always the outcome, but it's the thought of getting there. Take it easy. We know you love your cat. You're just a pussycat lover. I was gonna say something else, so leave it alone.
Oh, wow.
But you gotta love what you do, and the journey of getting there is 100% the fun. When you get there, then you move on to the next one.
It's the journey of life.
Journey of life.
Sorry, so today we get to celebrate all of you who, just everything that you do to keep this studio running and afloat, because I don't even know how we would do what we do. So today is our Producer Appreciation Day, and our event planner over there is busy doing what she's doing. I told her at least get 2 bags of chips, because last week you guys were pouring out the crumbs.
At least 2 bags.
When I
of
At
bought
least
when
2
I
bags
bought
of
the
chips.
Doritos, it changed the whole thing. Everyone's like, I keep on eating this. I'm like, the Doritos are good. Like
Did
the
you bring a few bags of Doritos?
You're gonna get the purple bag.
no. The blue or the red will always be the best one.
What's the purple?
The purple ones are spicy chili. Like it's good.
It's good, but
Well,
But
there,
it's like
well, there's certain
We
things
should
in.
do like a Doritos taste test.
Well, there's certain things you have to change on the menu because he doesn't eat everything. So I want him to be happy today.
no, I know.
Don't worry about me.
No, I do
I
worry
know-
about
I already
you.
spoke to Chelsea about
Yeah,
you.
I know
I-
to get chicken because a lot of people like they only eat like chicken and they don't really eat red meat or pork. So
Right.
I know
And-
to get like
and there's that thing with the gluten-free, whatever the hell that thing is, about the stomach.
Gluten-free?
I don't know.
Celiac,
And,
yeah.
he-
Celiac
and he
disease?
can't have milk. So I want to make sure that everybody has.
I can't have. Listen, many of us cannot have milk, and we accept that we're lactose intolerant. We'll
No,
just.
no.
I can't have. We take it. Like,
You're
we know we
lactose-
can't have milk.
You're lactose intolerant, right?
So am
I
I.
wanna make
So
sure-
is
To
Daria.
know, yes.
A lot of us are lactose
What are you
intolerant.
ashamed of? Listen, I'm a diabetic. I can't have sugar. What difference does it
We
make?
still eat pizza every week, even though we're lactose intolerant.
I see that. We go through a lot of pizza in
Well,
this place.
the bottom line is I don't want nobody getting sick, but I want you to understand appreciation. If he
we want to make
doesn't
sure everyone's happy.
eat something or he doesn't eat something, I want them to know I appreciate what they've done. Let's get them something they can't. So this is not about isolating them. It's about incorporating them. So everybody here has a say on what they want to do. And I mean, this is what today's journey is all about. And by 12 o'clock, you will understand where I'm coming from. And you have a lot to do with this, and you have a lot to do with this, and you have a tremendous amount to do with this. So yes, I do worry about you, and I will always worry about you because we're going to another level thanks to the effort.
Glad you found your key, by the way. You're going to need
You're
that.
going to need it. Oh, you're going to need it. Let me ask you guys a question. Everybody here has a passport?
Yeah.
Everybody has?
you know, you're like Abraham when he's already watched something and he's watching it with you.
I don't know what that means, but okay, thank you. It's a compliment.
No, it's not.
All I'm saying is you're going to drive a race car. You've got to make sure you have all the ingredients you need.
I got a text today about you, Grace, how they think you're, that guest was in yesterday telling me how spectacular you are. And did you want to go out on the road with them?
Who?
That client we had in yesterday who's going to start working with us.
Oh.
Oh, she wants me to go out on the road with her.
Yeah?
Yeah, you made an impression. And me and you talked about
I've got
that. You did it, right?
texts already this morning. I haven't had time to answer people because about you and you. Oh my gosh.
You got to remember, don't put yourself down thinking you did a bad anything. Let other people tell you I think you did good. I think you did great, and they see a huge potential future in the marketing field for you. But we've talked about that. Same thing with you. We're going to bring you up to speed because those 2 days you're gone, the world has changed.
Oh God.
And I have to tell you this, Expressions of Life Art Show, which is at Sunscape Boca Raton on August 10th. I think I've got about 11 artists. I had 2 more come in yesterday. 2 that I'm not sure about, so I think we're about at 11. We're going to be doing a walkthrough with our artists and some
Tuesday.
of you guys on Tuesday.
Is this like we can enter any of our art?
If you have art you want to showcase there, you got to set up a table and.
You got to do the whole. You're going to be doing shows all day.
But maybe you can have a
okay, never
stand-in
mind.
for you.
Okay, no, that's fine.
We can have Nikki standing for you,
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
or we could put it by the stage.
Do we have someone that can print art?
Kenny?
Kenny.
Kenny, okay.
Or Ken Bieberman.
Or that.
Ken
or-
Bieberman.
Or that. No, when we get the things printed, where you got something printed.
Oh, Office Depot.
How big is it?
I'm not doing Office Depot. No, I wanted this like legit printed, but it's fine.
Ken
Never mind.
Bieberman does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who
okay.
does the big, the big stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, it's August 10th at 5:30 at Sunscape Boca Raton. You can get your tickets at tinyurl.com/expressions of life. Check it out. Tickets are $25 online, $30 at the door. All proceeds of ticket sales go back to benefit Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's part of Boca Festival Days. We're a for-profit and a non-for-profit pair up to bring awareness to our community, and this one is for Walk to End Alzheimer's. So it's all for a good cause. We're going to have J.C. Dreesen singing there. Megan's going to be there. All of our artists are going to be there. We're going to be there doing shows. I think we're going to be doing Frank's show and Laura's show.
Everybody.
Maybe a cafe, you and your doctor there. We got a lot of things to fill.
A lot of fun stuff to fill out. We're going to be bringing you an opportunity to do a tour.
Because I realized instead of leaving a crew here to do shows, we're going to try, just got to get
Wanna
the
take 'em
radio
out?
up there, take it there. So we're going to have to do it
We're going to do a test on Tuesday.
on Tuesday, test on Tuesday.
We'll bring our handy dandy wire and my laptop, and if it works, we go.
Back
And if it
into that.
doesn't, then we'll tape delay it. We'll figure it out. It's going to work. If it doesn't work, then I just leave somebody here, and we'll send it from there to here and from here out, like
Oh, okay.
we did in
From the park?
Pampelonix. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All covered. Not worried about it. And it's going to be a lot of fun because it's going to actually open the door for, as they say, bigger and better things.
I tell you, there was a lot of yucky news on last night. I watched it because I come home and Chuck's like, did you see this, and I watched it. Then he said, did you watch the news this morning? I'm like, why would I subject myself to that again as soon as I wake up? Like, what good is that?
What happened?
The thing with the senator, the thing
You
with
see
Sinead
that?
O'Connor. I mean,
but
there
you
was
see
like,
this thing with the senator. Let's start with that. You see what the senator was talking? And he stopped midstream.
Oh, yeah, Mitch McConnell or
Yeah.
whatever his
He
name
had an
is.
episode. But he had a concussion not too long ago. You know, there should be
Term limits.
term limits.
retirements.
I mean,
Yes.
you know, and if you want to be a consultant, then have a consulting chamber or something else, because nobody wants to see anybody.
because people,
Put out
things
the
happen,
pasture.
right? And at some point, we thank you for your service, and I don't know. I think it's hard for them to give up what they're doing, but it's hard for others to watch it as well. It's tough all the way around to see that happen.
But that's the way the system works. You know, you don't get rid of you.
How do we not have term limits on that, Chelsea? I know she already knows.
Because
only 19.
because why would somebody give up their power like that? Like the only way to get term limits is for people to like who are in those positions of power to vote on term limits, and they're not gonna do that. Like people have like suggested it many times, and it keeps on getting knocked down. They're like, no, because people start so late, quote unquote. They start in like their 30s and 40s. They're like, it doesn't make any sense. Like it does, because people like, why is our next available presidents all over like the age after retirement? Like
experience?
I get experience, but like these people are like really big, like all their health is at risk. Like we've seen.
How
Biden
old is
talk about-
Biden?
I think he's like in his 70s.
No, he's in his
older than that.
80s.
He's like 81, I think.
81.
That's
Oldest president in the history of the United States. And now he's going to be president if he wins again to 85. There's just something wrong with this whole concept. I mean,
But to see Mitch McConnell like that
was
is
tough.
I think I saw
politics
pictures.
aside, whether you like him or you don't like him, and that's not the issue. He's a human being, and it's just hard to watch somebody.
Melt.
Yeah.
I mean, he just literally shut down, and he said that he had a dizzy spell in the middle of a news conference.
Which
And he
is,
just held on to this thing. He was in outer space.
it's just tough.
Let's talk about outer space.
Yeah.
What happened?
We had the UFO Congress meeting.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
One of the biggest questions was there was this crash that they found, and they wanted to know if there was any rescuers. And then the response was that he stated on his podcast or something like that there was rescuers, and some of the stuff they found on the ship was non-human.
Now the funny thing is, the other side of the coin here is that they say that these are
drones
drones
from another country.
from other countries spying on us.
No, but they said the speed was insane. Like, it can stay levitated and go straight up and straight down, and then it would go to Mach 1.2 something in a split second.
But
it crashed.
the up and down doesn't bother me. The speed thing is kind of strange.
There's a couple new records.
But the funny thing about all this is, just tell the truth. NASA knows what's going on, but they're not allowed to tell you what it is. Why?
They spoke about it the most safest possible way.
Did you see those words they were picking? I mean, talk about being like very
Generic,
Oh
vanilla.
vanilla. My goodness. The sky is blue. Well, I think that if you add this color, you get that color in the sky.
So they didn't really say anything, just said they found non-human remains on the
There
ship.
was more.
There was a whistleblower, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was, they had two Navy, they have a Navy commander and a Navy pilot. And then the pilot was talking about two scenarios where one was a cube with like a black sphere in it that they found.
I heard about this.
And the other one was a Tic Tac that left like white caps on the ocean when there was no movement. It was like still during the day and there shouldn't have been movement. And they closed in on it. It was like a small white Tic Tac, and this is where we're talking about the Mach speed, where it was levitating for like 0 Mach, which is impossible currently for what they have, they were saying, like technology-wise. And then it would instantly travel, I think it was 63,000 miles per hour.
Which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Just in an instant. It went from 0 to 63,000.
Do they have any idea where it came from?
No, they don't. It was in the UA like area, but they don't know where it is. So the reason why they're bringing this up is because if it is a drone, which I don't think it is, but it could be a national crisis in terms of security, and that's why they want it to be public. That way they can fix the security crisis if that's the issue.
Yeah, but the problem is that you're not going to be able to knock it down until you're honest. Now, when I was growing up in the 80s, I used to read about the Bermuda Triangle. You guys know what the Bermuda Triangle is?
Yeah.
Okay, there's some of the deepest waters in the world in the Bermuda Triangle, and you know how many things we've lost there. And I read, and don't kill me, I read that deep down in the oceans is where they dwell. And the reason that things are missing is because anything that flew in that sphere, and you go deep down, it's like that little sub that went deep down. What happens?
You ain't coming back.
You ain't coming back. And you can never hide. You hide in plain sight. So they are deep down in the ocean beds, is what I read. Now, when I talked to people that I knew back in the day, they sort of locked me in a closet because nobody wanted to talk to me. So we had this gentleman here from Area 51 who was a commander of that area. And he was supposed to come to our show on Monday. And he did the show on Friday at the 6th Borough. And nobody has seen him. And his house was boarded up. Nobody's there. Gone. And he was a commander to Area 51. So, after what you saw yesterday, look at it, see it, listen to it. Look at the body English of how they're talking. They're like scared to death to saying the truth. And they're looking around.
Because they know it would cause chaos. Like, it's all about, like, public safety, quote unquote. Because they know if, like, things keep on getting out in the air. Like, when we had, like, threat of, like, different, like, people maybe bombing us or molesting us, or, like, there's, like, the threat of that. They don't want to, like, cause chaos. So they say, that's why they say things so carefully, their words. Because they know that is going to affect us in a worse way. So they're going to imply it, and people can think whatever they think, but
They
they're
leave
not
it
gonna
open.
Leave it open, yeah.
But remember last week we were talking about how I wanted to see the actors making the millions, 22, 40 millions, come back and serve money to the lower guys that are striking. Remember we had this conversation last week?
The Rock
donated. And The Rock did it.
7 figures.
And I was told The Rock sold the show, and he says, you know what, he's right, because he's in Miami. He's doing the movie thing like the guy from Mission Impossible. He walks into a movie theater. He says, thank you for seeing the movie. And he gave an undisclosed amount of money. He's giving work monies to 10,000 strikers with the money he gave.
7 figures, yeah.
So I'm going to tell you this, really, really simple. The bottom line here is that it isn't war that's going to end this planet. It's the unknown. Because what's happening here is that we're getting very nosy to things
You
that are
think it's the
happening.
unknown?
Well, you know, something's heating up the Earth's waters.
Oh yeah, it's 100 like
101
2
degrees on South Beach. Animals are dying. The whales, everybody
The fish are
is
dying.
dying.
Do you think that's the aliens? I just think it's global
I don't
warming.
know
I
what.
think it's how we've
I
treated
don't know
our
what
planet.
it is. I think we were given a gift by something, and something's down in the oceans,
But I
and
don't
they
think
don't
they're
like
here.
it either.
I don't think they're here to hurt us. I think they're here to teach.
I think they're here to tell us we're hurting ourselves.
You know how they say don't panic? You know, 'cause like Chelsea said, they say certain things. We're all just gonna panic.
But the bottom line here is that I think we should panic as to what we're doing. Have you seen the Ukraine? Have you seen some of the other countries? So North Korea keeps firing these missiles into the Sea of Japan, right? How stupid can you be? That's just stupid behavior with a capital S. So what do? We can't do nothing. So we send 2 of the most dangerous submarines known to man, and we park them in South Korea. And we don't say nothing
Ah, look who's here.
in the mystery man lives.
Joe.
And we don't say a word. But each one of those subs is capable of delivering 125 nuclear missiles. Now, what kind of message is that?
All I know is I don't understand the world we live in when we're talking about nuclear missiles, we're talking about war, killing people. But you know what? We should all just follow the
We
music.
can switch the conversation to Gen Z slang to kind of keep it at the light, and we can end it
Oh,
on a
we're
light
doing Gen
note.
Z. Oh, we needed a word.
We have a new segment for you.
Yes.
Boomer talk. We're going to teach
Oh,
you
boomer
guys
talk, yeah.
old words.
We're going to teach you guys. Oh, you remember the saying, follow the money?
Yeah.
You
Show me
do?
the money.
Yeah.
No, Show Me the Money was the movie.
Follow the money. I
Follow
know.
the Money was the saying. Do you know Follow the Money or do you know Show Me the Money?
I know both. Follow the money.
Show Me the Money is the movie.
I thought follow the money was like follow the bouncing ball.
Yeah.
You
like
remember
if,
that
if
one,
the
Sam?
ball is rolling and you
Oh,
get
no,
more
those are
money,
cute.
keep on walking. Keep
Yesterday, nobody knew Follow the Money.
He's hit. He's hit.
She's hip?
What else you got?
No, let's see what she got.
All right, let's see what you got.
How are you
Simp.
gonna put 4 asterisks?
Because we're not allowed to say the word.
Dead-
Dead, eh?
Two. I know. I don't know.
Derriere. All right, let's start with Delulu.
The Lulu.
Delulu.
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 It basically
Delulu.
means you're delusional, like the
Shorthand
Lulu.
for delusional.
Like
Well, that
I'm
would
being a
work for
little
you.
Delulu today.
That's my middle.
Delulu.
Like,
Oh.
if a guy's not texting you back and you're like, oh my gosh, he's not texting me back because he's obsessed with me. Like, he's afraid to be overbearing and he genuinely, like, just doesn't have
He's
feelings
a-
for
he's a-
you. You're being Delulu.
He's a wimp.
Yeah.
You're delusional.
Wimpy,
Like
wimpy, wimpy. Remember
If
the
he's just,
commercial?
like, leading you on and you're like, oh my god, he's in love with
Oh,
me.
no, that's just a player.
Or sometimes your friends are genuinely just delusional. Like they're just the Lulu. Like it'll be like, they're not coming on to you. It's okay. It's just the Lulu. Like you're okay. Like
Wow. That's an interesting word.
Delulu.
and the
Delulu.
next one is
Simp?
simp.
What is
You can
simp?
explain that.
Oh,
Yes, sorry.
It's an acronym.
For?
It's an acronym actually?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what does it stand
Yeah,
for?
acronym.
Oh.
What's it mean? SIMP, simp.
It's
Simply
like
delicious?
suckers idolizing mediocre.
I have never.
Simply idolizing mediocre.
Makes sense.
A cat.
Thank you, Z. Thank you.
It's
Simply
like men,
delicious.
men who are simp was usually used for men is to describe men who would do anything for a girl. Like they'll just be on their knees like, oh my god, I'll do anything, like, blah blah blah. They're simp. They're pick me boys.
He seems to
They're
know
simp.
the word
You
very
know the
well.
word simp?
Have you?
Because it's a lot of. It's a lot of those suckers who are like
Suckers.
yeah,
Simps, yeah.
yeah, like,
Suckers?
Like
the type of guy like those are the guys. They're the reason why OnlyFans exists. They're the type of guys who pay. You know what I mean? Like,
who pay for it?
Did he just say OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We did a commercial for someone on OnlyFans.
Okay.
So people go to OnlyFans because people
Do you not know what it is?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay.
Because they're simps?
Well,
Yeah,
that
like,
can
so-
be part of a reason.
And the thing is, like, you know, they say unnecessary things. They
Sexual
try,
deviance.
They say unnecessary things. You know, they try to like boost women's heads up just to get them to do something. Like they don't, instead of talking to a girl, walking up to her at the mall, they rather just like record her, show a video. Like
That's kind of creepy.
They're like, what should I do? Should I go talk to him? Like,
You guys know people like
I'm
this?
serious, but the people who do stuff like
What's
that.
your definition of a simp?
I mean, I guess kind of similar to his, but not like that bad. It's basically
No, it's
Well, he
bad
knows
out
the
there.
bad side.
It's bad out there. I'm a guy. I see
well, it's
it.
basically
It's
I
a
hear you.
guy who's obsessed with a girl to the point where it's kind of weird. But like, he does anything she says. He's like always
Now,
flattering
let me
her.
ask,
He's
do
like whipped.
women have anything
Like
to
being
do
whipped?
with leading? What?
Like being whipped.
That,
Yeah. It's
I think it's worse. That way he's describing it's like completely chaos. But do women have anything to do with a man behaving that way?
I mean, no, come on. The guy is a grown adult. He can make his own decisions.
So it has nothing to do with the woman leading guys on or looking particularly delicious or something like that?
Okay, how a woman looks has nothing to do with how a man
Seriously?
acts.
Serious?
Just because a woman is looking a certain way,
He
doesn't
thinks a
mean
woman can
doesn't
encourage
mean other
it.
dude's actions.
You
Being a-
believe that? Because you're a guy. And I know you a little bit.
I'm always gonna put women above men all the time.
He has such a line. I love it.
Yeah, but the woman he's with doesn't encourage it through her looks.
No. This is the guy who was doing a mic check the other day and said something else. End of discussion. I use that line all the time.
I was outside with Alverham, and I came back in. My verbiage wasn't the greatest. I meant to say Mike Test.
And
You know what you meant to say.
And what did you say?
It
What'd
just
you
came
say?
out as Mike Chest to Laura, which is the better one too. So.
And you heard her reply.
Yeah.
We'll keep that one off the
Exactly.
air. But I think it has a lot to do with what you're looking at. But anyway, we'll go on.
No,
We'll
that's
keep
Laura.
going.
Laura's a different story.
All right, so after simp, what do we
Dead
got?
A.
Dead.
Well, that means
derriere.
I'm serious. How would I describe it? Like I'm gonna do this like dead A, like for real.
bro?
Like I'm gonna do it. Like you're gonna do this like dead A, like yeah, dead A. Like it's like no backing out.
In
You're
the
serious.
day, dead A meant you were a bum.
Really?
In other words, you didn't bring nothing to the table. Don't date this guy. He's a dead A.
Interesting.
My sister used to use it all the time. Love you, Mimi. All the time. You ever meet a guy and the guy's a loser? And what do you call him? You go like this or you call him a dead A?
I don't think anyone's done this since like 2010.
I just saw a movie yesterday. I'm sorry to correct you. I saw Blue Bloods, and this is what they were doing.
How did you have time to watch TV last night?
Because it goes
'Cause you
on
didn't
all night.
sleep.
Yeah, I stayed up watching Blue Bloods. And they had a gang in one of the projects in the Bronx, and they walked around like that. But anyway, Dead A used to be a loser, so I guess it's just the opposite now.
I mean,
It just means like I'm serious. Yeah. Like if you're gonna commit to something, you're gonna be like dead A, and you're gonna be like dead A. Like you're committing. You're serious. Like I'll do this right now, dead A.
Yeah.
Like you know.
Who comes up
if
with this
something
word?
happens and like it's really serious, you
Serious,
also
yeah.
say that too.
Have you ever been called a Dead A?
It's not a person.
It's not used that way anymore. It's
It's
like
an adjective and not a noun in there. Yeah.
Oh, now you're going to get adjective.
You know how you would use the F word? You would say like
I-
F yes?
Yeah.
That's what dead A is.
Oh, adjective, nouns. Don't
For any
that's not
vernacular. You just got to put
I
Freddie's
was
F
never-
word with something else
I
for
did
him to
feel.
understand.
You know how I learned about nouns and all that? It was that cartoon they used to play, conjunction, junction. What's your
House
function?
Rock. That's how we all learned grammar.
Yeah, but when you don't know too much English, that's how I learned it. Was watching cartoons. And, Mom, wait, I'm learning.
Schoolhouse
That's how I
Rock.
learned how a bill became a law.
I wonder if they ever got royalties on that. Yes, he sat on the step,
Joey
and
gets
Mitch
that.
McConnell was at the top.
Joey gets that joke. See, he's laughing. All right, what's the last one?
This is fun. Borg.
Borg.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not. At least
I mean, I've never heard it.
You've never seen on TikTok
Really?
the giant so basically college students what they do is they bring their own gallon of alcohol. It's a Borg. So what does it stand for?
Blackout rage gallon.
Yeah, it's a blackout rage gallon. So you put your own alcohol.
I
in
want to
drinks.
know how she knows that.
It was all over. So it was a problem for a while because these kids would drink a gallon of alcohol mixture and juice and stuff. And they would bring
Joey,
it to
you
their
heard
own
about
parties.
this? Oh!
On on TikTok.
It's a blackout rage gallon. Literally, it's a gallon of alcohol that kids
So
would
let me
bring.
get this right. For your birthdays, I should buy you a gallon so you could put liquor and kill yourself with this thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, the nice thing would also be buying the liquor too.
Yeah.
You just can't give half a gift.
Wow.
So
I like her.
Can't give half a gift, Freddie.
Mom, I had nothing to do with that, Mom. Ex-nay there, Mom.
Oh, this one.
That
We got
she
another
tell you
one?
what she said to mother?
You
All aboard.
so you would like it literally
Help me now, help me,
Yeah.
Lord. What's the last one?
That's it.
That's
We're pulling
it?
up a board.
We're looking up a board.
So you basically like you take a gallon of like water
Yeah.
and dump half of it out,
Yeah.
and then fill the other half with liquor, and then fill it with Mio. And it doesn't taste like alcohol, so it
tastes
just
like-
goes down. It tastes like water with Mio.
Yeah.
I
I
gotta
once
tell
got
you.
really sick on that.
We used to go whitewater rafting in. We used to go whitewater rafting every 4th of July, and Freddie made the Freddie Go-Go juice. And my cousins, it was like 30, 40 of us. I was the only one. I used to mix. You remember Long Island ST has 5? I used to do like 10 different liquors, and put in Kool-Aid, because Kool-Aid takes the liquor taste out of everything, including tequila. It's one of the reasons why Kool-Aid in the projects is numero uno. It has nothing to do with it's cheap and all that, but they do it because it takes the taste of liquor away. And your breath doesn't smell like liquor, it smells like Kool-Aid. So that reminds me, I used to come in with 15 gallons of that stuff for the 4 days. And that, my friend, I want to picture that. I'm going to send it to all my cousins. Remember in the day. But I got to tell you, now, I
They
think,
don't even decorate the containers.
yeah, you guys make it too
They just use a simple.
You
That's
can
too
like
obvious.
name them.
So you bring in your board because I want to see it.
Like you named
Look at, look at,
Chelsea
look at.
doesn't have
Look
one.
at, not Chelsea,
But I've
not
seen it all
Chelsea.
over TikTok.
Not Chelsea.
Mine?
Yeah, what we name it?
I don't.
You named them?
Name them,
Yeah.
you decorate
What is the name of
them.
yours?
Put it back up.
I never had one.
What is the name of yours?
I'm not clever enough to come up with a name.
I don't drink.
Anybody
so I
got
don't know.
I named mine Borgie.
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 That one's Lord.
Like
Josh, you have
corgi?
one?
Board garden. That one's.
No,
Josh,
I was
you have
thinking
one?
Fergie.
All
like
aboard?
Borgie.
Farquad.
Farquad. That's Shrek.
What you do is when you date a girl, you name it the girl.
No.
Whoa, why would I
You name it the guy because you get you're drunkenly in love.
I'll never forget it. I want to.
Bada boom.
Bada bing, bada. We gotta wrap this up. We got
All right, we gotta
Carolina.
go.
Mine's
We got
at
things to do.
says coming to you at 11 o'clock. Tune into our
Get your
midday
tickets.
show.
Get your tickets.
Big announcement. Today midday.
See you at midday.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.